Blind people can very definitely sew. We have quite a few blind people here who are doing just that and are very happy doing it. I have sewed by hand for years, and this was my first experience with a sewing machine, but I've used a lot of machinery in my life, and I certainly can demonstrate that we can sew and we can use sewing machines, especially since the Lighthouse makes templates and guides and things to provide for us a way not to get hurt and still do the job in a good and high quality way.
Tom Sweeney, the 2007 Lighthouse Employee of the Year, knows a lot about sewing. Since being one of the first employees to be trained on the sewing machines last year, he has continued to improve his trade on a variety of machines.
Something that might not occur to a lot of people, you do use your eyes a lot when you do a lot of things. But when you don't have your eyes, you use touch, and you use your hands to sew. You use your hands to make something in a workshop. And if you can't see where the line is, then you create a guide to replace the visual line that a sighted person would use, just like the guides on my machine. They hold the fabric and the webbing where it needs to be, and I run it through there as one right after the other.
The Sewing Center's primary contract has been to make fabric entrenching tool carriers for the United States Army. At the present time, over 9,000 carriers of an initial order of more than 100,000 units have been produced and shipped. Lighthouse sighted specialists work side by side with blind and visually impaired employees to help establish procedures and guidelines to keep the manufacturing facility safe and productive for everyone.
Fred and Deborah showed me the machine, showed me what had to be done. They showed me finished product, different parts of the pouch, and I believe there's 32 different steps that we have to do for the pouch to make it. And one by one, they showed me the things that I know how to do now, and there'll be other things that they'll teach me in the future to expand my skill in sewing on the machine and on the different machines. I can thread a needle. I can thread most of my machine, even if it comes out of several areas. I can change the bobbin on the machine. If I need to, if something doesn't sew properly when I'm running it through the machine, I can take it apart using a stripper or a seam ripper. When extra threads are on the machine, are on the product, I can snip them off with a pair of nippers, and just about anything else that I need to do.
Sweeney enjoys the work so much, he recommended that Theresa, his wife of almost 30 years, join him.
She has partial vision and in her right eye, and she has partially detached retinas. And she cooks, and I grow from it, and she's a great wife. She's a real blessing to me from the Lord.
Accompanied every day by his dog, Haley Mae, Sweeney uses a variety of machines to sew each of the 32 different parts necessary to make the fabric entrenching tool carrier. As Haley patiently waits by his side, Sweeney delicately performs each job with exacting detail.
She likes it because she has a big doubled, what would normally be a quilt on the floor that she lays on, and she's very patient and normally very calm, just like any teenager. She gets excited sometimes. She knows when it's break time. She knows when Roy usually calls out, "Break, break," and boy, she pops up and she's ready to go out and go in the lunchroom. But she always wants to get back to her bed because it's soft.
Tom Sweeney, 2007 Employee of the Year, respected coworker, family man, making a difference at the Dallas Lighthouse.
I'm very supportive of the military and of our president, and it really makes me feel very good that I can be a part of that. When I was 17, I tried to join the Air Force, and they said, keep on studying and maybe someday, you know, but that obviously didn't happen. But in this way, I can support the military.